What's going on? Welcome to the next video of drawing dynamic poses for reference. And in this video, I chose two more poses from Dragon Ball. With this first one with him in the fighting stance, and then my second pose is him, Goku, like in the air, hovering with his arms out. So I wanted to kind of show two different versions, one top down and one from below angle going up. And so with this one, usually I start out with the circle, but this time I started with the square for the head and started working my way in. And I figured since this time, the head is tilted down, I know usually I would use a circle a lot of times, but I decided to go in with a square this time and kind of draw a circle for the rest of the body, going forward to kind of show me, adding the square for the head and then circle for the body to kind of show how I like to lay out and get those shapes in depending on the situations of the position of the pose. So when I'm adding that center line to kind of show that twist, where his chest is twisted a little bit from the waist. The leg, that left leg is going forward a little bit. So I kind of just drew that. The other leg is kind of, you can't really tell the position of the leg, so I kind of just drew the leg going down. If the the body was a little further down, you kind of see it a little better. But I know that left leg is going forward, but that right leg, I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to the side or not. But that's an easy fix when you're trying to add details to figure out which way that's going to go. Plus, his pants are baggy, so it's hard to really tell. So right, I'm adding in the hand. You see with the right hand, I kind of drew like a little faded box to kind of show or measure out where that hand is going to go when I start to add details to that hand. So with the hand I'm working on right now, I'm just adding in the shapes like the fingers, the cylinder for the forearm, just laying everything out. Now I'm getting in that right hand, adding in all the shapes, drawing in the circle for the knuckles. That way I can start to add those fingers onto it. Targeting the line. Now I'm dropping in the shapes for the fingers. The fingers is kind of like, it's kind of in a fist, but the fingers are kind of like not really clenched. So you kind of have to convey and show that with the shapes. That's why when I'm doing fingers, I always like to draw each cylinder for the finger and kind of just work my way up to the position of whatever angle or where the finger's moving towards. So now I'm just adding in each shape as I go with that little index finger, or the last finger into the palm. I'm adding in the thumb, just making the shapes, just adding the shapes as you go. I mean, I guess I could have done this with my usual method for drawing the tips of the fingers first, but that only works with the thumb in this case because of the way since all the tips of the fingers are kind of hidden anyway. Now, enlarging the shoulder a little bit more since his arm is angled up, or his shoulder is kind of like up towards the side of his head. Getting a chest area, just darkening some of the lines, filling some of the stuff in. Now your brain won't get too confused. And it's all takes practice. And drop that neck in. Now this one is Goku. I'm assuming that this is probably a scene where he's kind of just, maybe he flew down and stopped himself midair. I know he's done that a lot during his fights. And I saw this and I was like, oh, this is a nice little pose, and especially since it's, from the angle below going up in perspective. So I did this one with a circle for the head. Now, usually, I know you see me do videos before where I've drawn the square for the head, especially with, the angle that this is in, and the perspective that this is in. But I decided to go with the circle this time, and then start to work my way, down with boxes. So with the last one, I did the box and then started doing the circles and cylinders. And then now with this one, I started with the circle and I'm using the boxes and cylinders. So I'm just laying everything out, making sure that the further down you go, it gets wide a little bit, not too much. So you have to kind of be careful with that. I'm adding in the rib cage area, that little part on the neck. Since because of the perspective it's in, and in a way it's kind of foreshortened, you can't really see the neck as much. You just see the I guess was it the traps. I mean, I'm not good with naming anatomy. I just draw them as you see them. I can look at them and visually draw it, but memorizing each body part is not my thing. So I think it's the traps. I'm adding a cylinder for the forearm. Then the hand. I drew the hand lightly just so I can, visually measure out how big the hand is going to be. Now I'm adding in the cylinders for the legs. And when I'm looking at this as if these shapes were in 3D space, as if it was like a toy in front of me. And I'm just figuring out where these shapes are placed in 3D space. And the best way to practice with that is just to draw these shapes in different angles in 3D, where you're just drawing it, you're drawing the box from different angles, you're drawing the cylinder from different angles, and you'll just automatically know how to place these things when you start to, draw the legs or the arms and things like that. Foot is lifted a little bit, so I'm drawing the bottom of that. Working my way, working it in. Adding in the circle for the knee. I'm getting in the other leg. Again, I'm figuring out how these shapes are in 3D space. That way it won't look too flat. And also it helps, when you start to add in details for the clothing and things like that, or the muscles, because you know how to wrap it around these shapes. And I'll begin a lot of requests to draw, add details after adding shapes. But I think there are some videos on my channel where I do add detail to the shapes. I think I've done a lot of Baki videos where I drew Bakihama with using the same shape method and then adding detail to it. I think I've drawn some, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super characters also using shapes in a few shorts. And it just takes practice and time. I mean, when you see me add detail to these shapes in the shorts and things like that, I mean, it took a while. Like, it took me time to practice drawing these shapes over and over again, to figure out how to place and add these details onto the shapes to create the characters and poses and things like that. And then to get to the point where you easily just take these shapes and start to add your own poses and create your own different little poses and fighting stances and things like that from your head without having to look at anything. I'm adding in all the fingers, drawing the hand, just dropping it in. I'm adding the hand on the other side, just dropping all the shapes in quickly. And this is the easy / hard part, because it's always hard trying to figure out, the shapes and things like that. And it's always the best way for me to figure out for drawing hard poses is to draw shapes this way. That way you'll know how to draw that pose that you're trying to do. So Just adding in everything, the thumb, darkening some of the lines. But that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button, hype it up, and comment for anything else you want to see. And take care.